Hi everyone and welcome back to Dev Portal, your go-to channel for mastering SQL and PostgreSQL concepts. Today we are going to start a multi-part series about joins in SQL, one of the most essential features for working with relational databases. A join allows us to combine data from multiple tables based on the related columns. Think of it as a connecting puzzle to create a full picture. Without joins, working with relational database would be much more complex. Let's discuss what we are going to cover in this series. In today's video, we are going to understand what are inner joins. After that, we will see what are left joins, then right joins, and finally we will see what are full joins. Each join serves a specific purpose, and by the end of this series, you will confidently use them to combine data and solve real-world problems. So let's start with the most common type, that is inner join. Inner join helps you to retrieve rows from two tables where there is a match. Let's break it down. As you can see the basic syntax that is written in the screen. Here the select specify the columns to retrieve from the tables. Then we have mentioned from table 1, that is the first table in the query, and then we have mentioned inner join table 2, which will combine rows from table 1 and table 2. And finally we have written on condition with table 1 common column equal to table 2 common column, which specify the condition for matching the rows. There should be one particular column which is present in both of the tables so that we can retrieve the data. That common column will act as a relation between those two tables. So now let's say we have two tables, that is employees table and departments table. Let me show you. So here we have employees table, and in this table we have total 15 records, and same way we have departments table, and here as well we have total 4 records. Now what we want, that we want to retrieve the details of the employees along with the department name. As if I show you the employees table, you can see here we are storing employee ID, first name, last name, hire date, salary and department ID, but I want department name. And department name I will get it from departments table, because there is a match, that is department ID is having a particular department name for each of the row. So we will fetch which department individual employees belong to rather than which department ID it belongs. So let's go to the query tool and write the query. So first let me remove this, and first I need to mention select, and column name which I am going to fetch I will write in the last. So first let me write from employees, and let me give this a table a name, suppose E I have used, so that rather than employees every time I can refer it as a E. And then I will write inner join, and now I need to mention the second table name, that is departments, and let me give this a name as well as D. And now I need to mention the condition using on keyword. So I will write E dot, and common column here is department ID. As you can see, we have department ID in employees table as well, and we have department ID in departments table as well. So I will write E dot department ID equal to D dot department ID. And now let me mention the columns which I want to retrieve. So first is the employee ID, and then I want to fetch the employee name. So first underscore name, and I want to fetch the department name, DEPT underscore name. Let me run the query, and you can see we are getting total 14 records. But if I come to the employees table, if I run this query, you can see here we have total 15 records. So one row got missing. But why? So what does this query will do? It will combine rows from employees and departments where employees department ID matches with departments department ID. What does this means? That rows with no match in either table are excluded from the result. Let me show you. If I come down, you can see here we have employee ID 13, and for employee ID 13 there is no department ID is tagged. So if I go to my inner join query, let me provide here order by clause as well, order by E dot emp underscore ID, so that we can fetch it or see the result, and let me give decreasing. So you can see here we have employee ID 15, 14, then 13 is missing, and we have 12. So with this we can understand that all the 14 records in our table in employees table have the match in our departments table as well, and employee ID 13 has no match in our departments table. Because of that row got excluded from our result set. So let me show you the Venn diagram as well. So if I come here, So here inner join is the common part which is present in both of the tables. So this diagram shows you how inner join works actually. It focuses only on rows where there is a match between two tables. Left hand side we have one circle which represent one table, and right hand side we have one circle which represent another table, and inner join only focus on the common part which is present in both of the tables. So let's come to the summary. Inner join retrieve only the rows where the condition is satisfied, and non-matching rows are excluded. If you want to add more conditions in your query, then let me show you how you can do that. Suppose here we have mentioned only the department ID should match. After that, suppose I want one more condition, that is e.salary should be less than suppose 30k. If I run this query, total we have currently 14 records in our screen. If I run the query, now you can see we have total 3 records. So what does this query will do? First, it will identify all the records where the department ID is matched. After that, it will apply one more filter, that is salary should be less than 30k. So that is all about inner join in SQL. If you understood inner join, give this video a thumbs up. Stay tuned for the next tutorial where we will explore left join. Don't forget to subscribe to Dev Portal, and I will see you in the next video.